Hi guys, Rose here with the Cackling Moon, and this is going to be your weekly oracle reading for the week of September 21st. Sorry, I had to peek at the calendar. You'd think I would look at that before I started filming. So September 21st, this is going to be Monday through next Sunday. I'm going to be using the Magical Times Empowerment cards. So these are oracle cards with really positive messages and just to give us some insight on what to look forward to in the week. I think that with everything going on with the retrograde and just a lot of emotions, and the last couple single card pulls that I've been doing have been quite not negative, but it's just definitely had a different energy than usual. I thought, why not pick a little bit more of an uplifting deck to see what comes through. So let me shuffle the cards a couple times and then I'll pull for the week. Oop. Oh, okay. Well, these guys came out, so let's see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm just gonna read these 5 because they slipped out of the deck. So number 1, we got journey. Focus on how far you've come, not how far you have to go. You will find help in unexpected places. So the beginning of this week is focusing on how far you've come and not how far you go. So basically looking at the things that you've done in terms of what you've succeeded on, what you've been really kick-ass with, and not what you've been struggling with. So it's kind of just like changing your perspective on things, changing your thought process, turning your negatives more into a positive. So the Monday, instead of looking at Monday as feeling kind of like, oh, there's this Monday is a little bit of a drag type thing, looking at it as, well, what did you accomplish last week and what makes that easier for this week? That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Then we got dance. Find your heart's rhythm. Step lightly and swing with the melody. Close your eyes and let joy lead the way. So I just feel like still in the beginning of the week, you have that high energy of just feeling really good about life. Stepping into the workplace, stepping into school, wherever you're at during this Monday, Tuesday, approaching it with just a real positive vibe and just just smile. And I was learning that. I took a meditation class the other day and it was for work, surprisingly. And we were just taught how when you just have a smile on your face, it completely changes your energy. And it's insane how your energy just changes from, like, even if you're having a crappy day, when you're smiling, you can't be in a bad mood. It's just impossible. So I just think that that's kind of like the message of the card here, is like entering your week with the smile on your face and just telling yourself it's going to be a good day. Looking at the things that you finished and that you've accomplished in the positive, not as like all the work you have yet to do. So midweek, we have discernment. See the truth of the situation. Use common sense and do not be fooled. Pay attention. Your intuition knows. So middle of the week, you might feel some challenges with some people or some situations. If you follow your intuition and you follow your gut feeling, you're going to understand why you're being placed in that predicament. So trusting yourself, trusting your gut instincts, and approaching whatever situation, or maybe it's a person, trusting in yourself. And even though this person may not be delivering the best of news, at least you know yourself where you're at in regards to that situation. So for example, if this is a work situation, you know what work you have yet to do. You know what your responsibilities are and whatnot. People will always be there to try to tell you what to do or to drag you down. But basically, if you know what you're doing and you have your priorities set and you're matching your goals and all that, you really have nothing to worry about. So it's just kind of like listen to your gut feeling. If your gut's telling you something about somebody or a situation that doesn't feel right, it might be best to kind of sway the other way, you know, kind of avoid them or whatnot. Just listen to your gut. That's the main message. So midweek is going to be kind of like you're going to find yourself in that predicament where you're going to have to just trust yourself over what other people are saying. Now, as we end the midweek, going towards the weekend, we got cycles. We are all becoming. Surrender to your changes, release your fear, trust those powerful processes. So I think of this as just kind of releasing everything, letting go, and trusting that everything's going to kind of work out for the better. So let's say the midweek where you're trusting in your intuition, that might tie in with allowing yourself to just let things go, not being in control all the time, not being in charge, and just trusting that work is just going to get done. You've done what you can, and that's all you're going to do until Monday when you start work all over again. And then the pit of the weekend, we got expectation. Be open for whatever comes next. It might just be the music your heart's been waiting to hear. So the weekend is kind of like the call to just be accepting of whatever happens. Be accepting of what comes your way. Know that it's coming your way for a reason, similar to the cycles card. And I just think that this is basically being at peace with yourself, enjoying your weekend in your own time, so that when Monday rolls around, you're going to deal with whatever happens at that time. But there's absolutely nothing that you can do right now. So I do feel like you have, the high energy flow in the beginning of the week. Midpoint, you're kind of slowing down, which shows it in the colors, actually, if you pay attention to that. You got the beginning of the week is in greens, which is full force, pushing forward, high energy. And then midweek, we come to a kind of like, not a halt, but we're just slowing down. It's kind of like, okay, red flags might be coming up. It's time to trust yourself. And then we have here the purple and the blue, which is, to me, it's colors of being in peace, forgiveness and peace. And just forgiveness in the term of whatever happens, kind of throwing it up in the air and just being like, okay, I don't have any more control over this, and then just being at complete peace, which is like here in the bluish, the very light blue color. And then you have the pretty bird. It's just a peaceful card. It's a peaceful image. And it's just like, just enjoy your weekend. And when the next day comes, which is Monday, you will deal with whatever consequences happen from this point on. You're gonna have to deal with it at some point, but why waste your time in your own personal time on your break or on your weekend or vacation? For some of you who might be on vacation, why waste your time and energy worrying about it then when you can just deal with it as it comes the following week? Okay? So just so you guys know, this was the Magical Times Empowerment cards. In case anyone's interested, I have the cover here. And this is your weekly oracle reading for the week of September 21st. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.